Hello, everyone, and welcome to Local Matters, where living local never felt so good. You know, according to recent published reports, the number of businesses owned by African American women has grown some 22% since 1997, making Black females the fastest growing group of entrepreneurs in the United States. Reports document that women now own 30% of all businesses in the U.S., and African American women control 14% of these companies. And when we come back, we'll meet a new business owner in Anniston who helped to make up those reported numbers. She recently moved on to Noble Street, and when we come back, we're going to meet her. So stay tuned. You're watching Local Matters.
Dance. Let me see you move.
Hey everybody, and welcome aboard to Local Matters, where living local never felt so good. You know, according to recent reports, the number of businesses owned by African American women has grown some 22% since 1997, making African American women the fastest growing group of entrepreneurs in the U.S. Joining me today is Miss Jean Tafari Ellison, and she is part of that group. Welcome aboard. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, good deal. Now, how does it feel to be part of this huge looming number that's out there with women, African American women, owning their own businesses?
You know, I feel honored. I didn't know that there was such a great percentage. I didn't know that, you know, there was a group like we discussed. So I'm really honored to be a part of that percentage.
Okay. You know, and it's in the reports they mentioned that a lot of women of color have chosen to go into or to have their own business because they felt as though they weren't given a fair shake in corporate America. They weren't given a fair playing ground. They weren't being promoted fast enough. Is that the reason why you felt it necessary to start your own business?
I don't know that that's exactly the reason why I specifically felt to start my own business, but I could see that as far as you know, maybe some women not feeling the opportunities to be advanced, you know, equal pay. I could see that.
You can understand.
I can definitely understand that, but I personally. I'm a part of the go-getter generation, and after
would that be the millennials?
I don't know that I'm a millennial. You know, I'll be 32 this week. So
yeah, I think you may be on the
cusp.
The cusp, right? Yeah.
You know, but I went into business for myself. Really, I had my son, and I was so inspired by that, and I do it all for him, and. I sat down with my husband and I thought, you know, I have so many ideas. I'm a dreamer.
Right.
And I mean, I stay up 3 a.m. because I'm thinking of new ideas and new things. And this, you know, this was a way for me to really hone in my skill set. So that's kind of why I went into business for myself.
So tell us about your business. A lot of people are saying, wow, what do you do? What did you bring on to Noble Street?
Well, you guys are so lucky. We brought the Music Box onto Noble Street.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about the Music Box.
We are a music school, and we are all-encompassing things music. We offer private instruction, piano, voice, cello, and guitar, percussion. We have so many cool things, and then we have the consulting side where local venues can come to us if they need music. We offer other kinds of consulting, like we manage students. We have some students that are writing their own music. We have students that are doing voiceovers and doing internships with radio stations.
Yeah, right.
So we kind of do it, you know, a little bit of everything at the Music Box.
So you're not just honing in on one instrument.
Right.
You have a number of myriad of projects that you're working on there at the Music Box. Now, so you recently moved to Noble Street, but you've been doing this a while. I understand you were in Jacksonville?
Yes, I'm so glad you brought that up. We got our start in Jacksonville. We opened July 15th, 2015, and it was just wonderful. We had such a great experience on the Jacksonville Square. We were welcomed with open arms, and it was such a fun experience there. And we outgrew our space.
And that's a good reason to move. When you really begin to outgrow and expand, it's time to move on.
Yes, and that's kind of what happened there. And we just, the space on Noble is so perfect for what we are doing.
And I know Noble Street, it's lucky to have you, and I know that they've welcomed you with open arms there. So tell me, how many students do you see or have you seen probably since you've started your business?
Oh, goodness.
Roughly?
Probably 100 students.
Wow. Yeah.
Something like that. We usually have about 25 students enrolled per semester. So, and then we do summer term as well. We do camps and summer lessons and things like that. So I would say probably over 100 students we've seen.
Okay. So when parents are coming to you and they're looking for opportunities for their children to learn how to play the piano, how to play drums per se, or whatever the case might be, you can share with them that you certainly have the not only the experience, the knowledge, the passion, but the education. Understand you and your husband are in this business together, and you are both, of course, JSU Gamecock alumni.
Whoop, whoop. Fear the beak.
Yep, Gamecocks, right?
Yes, absolutely. We love Jacksonville State University. We moved here for college. I have my undergrad degree is in music education with an emphasis in voice.
Okay.
And I also, I love JSU so much. My master's is in music.
Right.
So we love Jack State.
And your husband is also a graduate of JSU
yes,
as well.
My husband is. He has his undergrad in music education with an emphasis in percussion, and he went to graduate school there as well with a master's. And he also studied under Dr. Nevela with jazz piano. And my vocal instructors for undergrad was Dr. Richard Armstrong.
Yeah.
And I got to study with Dr. White in grad school. So we've just had a great.
You've had a great time. And so here's the thing, because you are not from this area, and your husband is not either.
That's
and so, but you guys decided to park it here for now.
Yes.
What helped you to decide to say we're gonna park it here and not take it over to Atlanta? Because I want to go into your background and your husband's background and Jamaican descent and things like that, which is huge in Atlanta. But you decided to stay here. And that's a little bit of uniqueness, I think, to your business as well. That you guys have that Jamaican flavor, Caribbean flavor as well. But what made you actually say, I'm going to park it here for now?
Well, you know what? Atlanta has so many opportunities. They've got tons of stuff. Our area, sometimes I feel we get looked over. A part of my philanthropy is to bring the arts back and to emphasize that art matters. That music
just like
matters.
local matters.
Yes,
art does matter. Yeah,
that's in all of our philanthropy. My husband came up with our our school theme is changing lives one phrase at a time, and with us deciding to stay in this area, is I feel that we were. I hate to use the word lacking, but I hate for our students
you hate to use the word
out,
lacking, but we may
have
been
a little bit,
lacking,
and I really wanted a chance for this area to be cultivated around the arts, and so that's a big reason why we feel it's important to be in this area.
Okay, well, we've got to go to break right now. When we come back, we're going to be talking more with Ms. Jean Ellison from the Music Box. We're going to talk about the uniqueness that she offers and she's bringing to this area. So we'll be right back. You're watching Local Matters. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Local Matters, where living local never felt so darn good. I'm Dottie Rincey, and I'm joined with Jean Ellison. She is the owner of Music Box. It is a new business here in Anniston, and it's on Noble Street, and she's been talking with me. And we left off in our last segment, we were talking about the uniqueness of your business.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, so it's you're working with with people, and I'm not going to, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later because there's no age limit to who you're working with, no age limit at all. We had a graphic up earlier. If we could bring those back up, you're working with young people, but I even saw several people, senior citizens there, learning how to play instruments, which is awesome, because a lot of times people feel like, well, you know, my time is come and gone. I wished I had learned it when I was young, but not so much.
No such thing at the Music Box. That's a part of what really does make us unique, is that there's no age limit. My husband and I, we've done lots of research, and you know, we really feel that, you know, starting at age 2 all the way until
you just can't think anymore.
That's right.
Or you're dead in the grave or whatever.
I
you
mean,
know,
it's a great thing. I mean, it gets your, you know, for our younger kids, it's getting them excited about music. It's getting their hands and their eyes, and they're learning how to do things, and they're learning terminology. With our older students, it's keeping their brains sharp.
Yes.
It's keeping their eyes sharp, and they're learning rhythm, and they're learning how to play piano or cello or violin, and you know, these are the kinds of things that we do at the Music Box. You know, music, it's going to make you smarter because you're having to use both parts of your brain. You know, you're having to read lyrics and read music at the same time. It's mathematical, and it's also a little bit of English, and so, you know, it's something that I think is really neat that we bring to the table, that we don't have an age limit. We have a class, it's called, it's our toddlers music class, and it's for ages 2 to 6, and they come in and they learn about various music instruments. This semester it's the violin, and they're learning how to stand in rest position. I mean, you should see these 2-year-olds, they're so adorable.
Right.
And you know,
I can tell that you're a singer. And look, we're gonna try our voices out in a minute, because I want to know if you can help me. But back to them in rest position at 2 years old.
Yes. Yeah. So we have them, you know, they're learning about rest position, how to hold the violin. They're learning new terminology. I mean, it's so exciting to see. And it's a fun, buzzing atmosphere. It's a hip atmosphere. It is a fresh atmosphere. We work on all kinds of music, and our students are having fun. And it's not only a great thing for your brain, it's a great thing for your heart. It's very therapeutic.
Yes,
You know, I have students who come in and they, you know, they cry during their sessions, you know, and I understand why. They say, oh, don't think I'm crazy, or don't think I'm weird. And it's cathartic. Sometimes when you are singing or you're playing an instrument,
I understand exactly.
And you get it right, and someone tells you good job, and you know, it feels so good. Sometimes it's an overwhelming feeling.
It is.
It can be. So.
You go into another whole, and because I love the arts, have always loved the arts, and I never really pursued it as a real, you know, life career. But even when I'm down, even now, if I'm feeling down, it's not the best day, I'm a little bit depressed, things that I will do, and that's the #1 thing, is I will turn on music and I will begin to sing, and it really does take you into another whole dimension.
It really does.
Here's the thing: do you find that little ones, do they pick up faster than? Because I'm sitting here thinking maybe I could come down. I sing, but I've always wanted to learn to play the piano.
Come on down.
And my dad got us a piano when we were coming up. It was really a really nice organ. I think a church donated it to him, and we were like, an organ? No, that's okay. We'll just, you know, I for some reason I didn't want to learn to play it, you know. And but I was always in talent shows and things like that, and I could always sing, but I never wanted to play. Now it's like, you know what? I want to play.
It's so funny because we get so many students like you. Hey, you know, my mom bought me a piano when I was, you know, in 12th grade, and I played it some, and I've got my own kids, and I really just want to be able to sit down and play. We get so many students like that, and so it's really awesome to see their growth, and we have a way of assessing them through a recital, and at the end of the semester, they can't believe, they're like, I just played a piece of music.
So here's the thing. I mentioned that I think I asked a few moments ago, who picks up faster? Do you see who picks up faster? You know, my age, do you think it would take me forever in a day to pick up?
No, I don't think so. That's kind of a hard question. because each individual is just different. My 2-year-old, who's been around music since he was in the womb.
Right, in the womb, right, yeah.
If I show him something, because he's been around it so much, he can probably pick it up faster
Right.
than a 5-year-old who has never been around music.
Right, yeah.
So it just depends. We have one lady who is in her 60s,
Okay.
and she has never touched a piano before, so it's going to take her a little bit longer, more so because she's never been around it. It's brand new.
Right. So it may not take me that long.
Right,
Because I've
'cause
been
you-
around music. I've been in
There you
choirs,
go.
on praise teams, those type of things. That might help you. That
Absolutely.
might help me.
Yes.
That makes me feel good.
Yeah.
So give me a little bit of little sample. I know this is
Oh my
acapella.
goodness! I
Give me
don't
a
know.
little-
I don't know what a sample of.
Just a sample of something, I don't know, something simple. Look, the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh goodness! I'll give you a little jazz.
Okay.
You know, because one of our students, she's really loving jazz, and we do a little bit of lullaby of birdland. That's what I always hear when you sigh. Never in my woodland could there be words to reveal in a phrase how I feel. Have you ever heard two turtle doves bill and coo when they love? Well, that's the kind of magic music we make when we kiss. When we kiss, woo!
You go, girl. I can just imagine it.
Yeah, you know, just a little something. You know, and we have our classical side. You know, we just do a little bit of everything. We do a little musical theater. You know, it's just a lot of fun. Music is fun.
Wow. And so you can't do all of this alone. When we come back, we're going to talk about who's helping you to really pull all of this together and just welcome all of those students that I know are going to be pouring in now. We'll be right back. You're watching Local Matters.
Dance.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Local Matters, where living local never felt so good. I'm Dottie Ramsey, joined with Miss Jean Ellison. She is the owner of the Music Box on Noble Street, and we've been having so much fun here on set. If you missed it, she is going to give us another rendition before, probably to take us on out. Great, great talent. You know, the kids are lucky to have you, and we're lucky. Aniston's lucky to have you, too, on Noble Street. That's where you are right now.
Yes.
Now give me the exact location there on Noble Street.
We are at 1018 Noble Street, Anniston, Alabama, 36201. And we are right beside Classic on Noble.
What a great spot.
Yeah, I mean, we love being there.
I mean, who wouldn't love to be in there?
I just can't even tell you. It's such a perfect.
You can sit, sing, dance, and then go in Classic and eat.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Who wouldn't want to be there?
Yes, it's awesome to be on Noble Street. We love our Main Street family.
Yep, and I know they're lucky to have you. So I wanted to go back because we've been talking about the uniqueness of your building. We've been talking about, so we've learned so much today that it doesn't matter how old you are. You could be 2 or you could be 60 because that's who you're working with.
Yes.
But you and your husband, we talked about the uniqueness that you guys studied at JSU, of course, but you are from, is it Jamaican descent?
Well, yes. My dad was born and raised in Kingston, Jamaica.
Kingston.
And my mom was born and raised in London, England.
London, wow.
Yes. So
Wow.
we've traveled a lot. And I was actually born in New York.
Right. What part?
Bronx, New York.
Okay, in the Bronx.
In the Bronx, Boogie Down Bronx.
Whoops, all right.
But actually I came here by way of Blue Ridge, Georgia.
Blue Ridge, Georgia. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, that's in the mountains. So
And for education, for school, of course.
yes, came
And
here for Jacksonville State University.
And I like the fact that you mentioned that you didn't feel the need to run over. A lot of times people will feel the need to want to run over to big cities, thinking that if they just, even if the fact that they're there, that makes them successful.
Right.
That doesn't mean that, you know, because sometimes you really could just be a little fish in a big pond, you know?
Exactly.
You know, that doesn't mean that you're successful, but you mentioned the fact that you wanted to stay here because you felt like we needed it. And we
Yeah.
do need that
Yes.
culture. We need that. Now, and here's the thing, I also heard that when you have a lot of your gatherings, maybe after class or during special events or fundraisers, you cook some amazing food. And I wished I got some of your graphics to share, but I did not. That's my bad. You do
Yes.
some amazing things. with
Yeah, we
food.
like to cook. My parents have a little catering company here, Kingston Cafe, and we get to cook with them some really great Jamaican dishes, curry chicken and jerk chicken, rice and peas, and fried plantain. We like to cook.
Now, you can't do all of this alone. I know you have
That's right.
people that are working with you to help you. Who are your instructors? Are they just, who are your instructors? Who are these people?
We have been so blessed. Let me just tell you, you're right. We couldn't do this without them. We have some really cool instructors. We have Jillian McCary. She has studied the Suzuki method, which is the top method for string instruments, and she's certified in that. She also has a degree in English. She's fantastic. She's our violin instructor. She's so much fun and so qualified. We have Zach Hill. He has his master's from JSU as well, and he's our brass instructor, and he is fantastic. He was a marching Southerner, and let me tell you, he can play that trumpet.
I bet. If he was a Southerner, there's no doubt. If he was a Southerner,
it's fantastic. We have Zach Nelson, who's finishing his master's degree right now. He's our director of percussion, and he works so well with the students. He teaches at I think it's Rome College and Shorter College, and so our instructors are so cool. We have a new cello instructor. His name is Bryce, and he is studying here at Jack State, and he's finishing his degree in music education. But he is in the orchestra in Gadsden, and he plays not only classical music, but he plays contemporary music, which I think is so cool.
Right.
And we have Kyle, who's our guitar instructor, and he is actually studying with, his instructor is from, I want to say, is it Juilliard? Let me double check that. Kyle double check me on that.
Okay.
But he's studying under him, and he's studying music education as well. So all of our instructors are studying or have their masters in music.
So,
and that is something that really makes us unique. A lot of people are teaching music, which I think is fantastic. Teach music.
Yeah.
If you are bringing music back, you are doing a fantastic job.
Yeah.
And we would never step on that. But at our studio, our instructors are qualified, and they have their degrees, and they're studying music. And we are trying to prepare our students for scholarships. So we are calling ourselves a school of music.
I like that you're preparing them not to just say, well, I want to learn it, but what do you, because once you learn it, you want to be able to take it with you.
You better believe it.
Take it and make it work for you.
Yes.
It's the most important thing.
This is an investment, and we want parents to get that investment back.
Yes.
We want kids going to school on that full music scholarship.
There you go, on the full music scholarship. So once again, I want to bring up the full screen so people will know where you are. You're going to be taking students, I think. Are you taking students right now?
Yes, we are taking students now.
Okay.
We are filling up quickly. We're taking students, so please call us, come and take your lessons. We want it to be buzzing on Noble Street.
Okay, right. Good deal. So there it is on the full screen, 1018 Noble Street, and the phone number. You are ready. You have a website, too, that people can go to, of course, the website.
Yes, themusicbox1985.weebly.com. You can go to our Facebook page. We have a Twitter account. We have an Instagram. So come on and find us. Come down and see me anytime.
Yep. And you know what? I'm gonna ask you to take us out with another song to take us on out as we just rock and roll on. I like that first song you did. I like that first song.
You like that first one?
Let's do that again. I like that.
And there's a weepy old willow. He really knows how to cry, but that's how I cry on my pillow. If you should tell me farewell and goodbye, lullaby a birdland, kiss me low, kiss me sweet, and we'll go flying high in birdland, high in the sky up above, all because we're in love.
Love, 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 love. All right. I can do a little bit. I can't do much, but I can do something. Come on. Here we go. We'll see you next week on Local Matters. Goodbye.